3 days, the 15 judges of the UN's top court heard from one country after another, declaring that Israel's occupation of Palestinian territories is illegal, until it was the US's turn.
Any movement towards Israel's withdrawal from the West Bank and Gaza requires consideration of Israel's very real security needs. We were all reminded of those security needs on October 7, and they persist.
The Palestinian foreign minister dismissed the US argument that the court's advice could endanger peace negotiations that should lead to a Palestinian state.
We tried the other forums for the last 75 years, and we confronted exactly them, the US veto and the US hegemony, over decision-making processes within the UN system, and that's why we came to the ICJ, because we felt that the Americans, they cannot perform in the same way like they have really performed in the United Nations system.
Russia, a longtime Israeli ally, also participated in the case, saying the occupation is illegal and should stop.
We cannot accept the logic of those officials in Israel and some Western countries who try to defend the indiscriminate violence against civilians by referring to Israel's duty to protect its nationals. Violence can only lead to more violence. Hatred brings hatred. This vicious circle must be broken. In Russia's view, security both for Israel and the Palestinians can only be ensured if the root cause of the current crisis is addressed.
But Russia did ask the court not to go into detail on Israel's responsibility, saying a state can only be brought to the World Court by its own consent. After its invasion of Ukraine in 2022, Russia is itself involved in a case at the highest court.
International law is not an à la carte menu. It applies to everyone. Words the judges heard on the third day of an unprecedented case asking for an advisory opinion on Israel's occupation. What stands out after 3 days is that a vast majority of the countries want Palestinian people to be treated equally before the law and Israel to be held accountable. Vaessen, Al Jazeera, The Hague.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.